Hello BookTube, this is my November TBR. For the month of November, I will be reading exclusively nonfiction. Olive at Book Olive has been running a readathon in the month of November called Nonfiction November, which encourages booktubers and readers in general to, if you don't read nonfiction, to try nonfiction. If you read some nonfiction, try to read a little bit more nonfiction. And you get the idea. Usually she will have 4 prompts, which are easy to interpret. In my own readings this month, I've got 2 that will fit the categories or the prompts, design and voice, which I will introduce first and then talk about the other books I hope to read, which I might not read all of them because I get way ambitious and then I get paranoid and end up in a book slump, which is actually more just frustrated I can't read all the books I want. But I will remember to leave a link to this year's Nonfiction November prompt list from Olive down below. So the first book I will be reading for Nonfiction November, and one which I've already started, is Shoals and Peanuts, a biography by David Michaelis. This will cover the design prompt because Charles M. Shoals is the creator of the comic strip Peanuts. And this biography focuses quite heavily on the beginnings of Peanuts. So far I'm really liking it, but look forward to continuing on. Trying to find a spot to put these books. Okay, so the second book, and one which will cover a voice, is The Good Neighbor, The Life and Work of Fred Rogers by Maxwell King. Much like Shoals, Charles M. Shoals, Fred Rogers is a foundational aspect of my childhood. I loved Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and am thrilled to read about Fred Rogers' life. So, those 2 are also library books, so I'm not entirely sure if I will talk about them after I finish them. Because I usually, once I finish a library book, I will try my hardest to go ahead and take it back. So keeping with biographies and moving on to the books I personally own, I will be reading one of 2 Alexander the Great biographies. Either Soldier, Priest, and God, A Life of Alexander the Great by F.S. Neiden, or Alexander the Great, His Life and His Mysterious Death by Anthony Everett. I don't think I'm going to have time to read both, so I'll probably just pick one to read. Following Alexander, I hope to finally get around to finishing Ronald Hutton's The Witch. I tried this book a few months ago, and I kind of bailed on it, and I'm not happy with it, so I'm going to have another go at this. And hopefully this time I will actually read it, and if I don't put so much pressure on myself, maybe I will actually finish it. Continuing on with history, A Brief History of the Caribbean, From the Arawak and the Carib to the Present by Jan Rogozinski. I got this book 3 or 4 years ago at a Friends at the Library book sale. And I've been meaning to read it since then, and I'm taking this opportunity to finally read it. And finally, if I have enough time, John Truby's The Anatomy of Story. Because I do enjoy reading writing guides and how to write stuff, so looking forward to that one. So that is my very short Nonfiction November TBR. Thank you, BookTube. Have a great day.